Hey guys, Dr. Mike here. We all know how important it is to stay healthy, and a big part of that is taking care of our kidneys. They're the incredible filters that keep our blood clean and balanced. Now, we all love fruits, right? They're delicious and packed with vitamins. But did you know that some fruits can actually be hard on your kidneys, especially if you already have kidney problems? That's why I'm making this video, to give you the facts about 10 fruits that you might want to enjoy in moderation or avoid altogether if you're watching your kidney health. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future health tips. Alright, let's dive in. Let's kick things off with a fruit bowl staple, the banana. Now, bananas are fantastic sources of energy and potassium, which is great for muscle function and keeping your electrolytes balanced. But here's the catch, especially for my friends with kidney issues. Too much potassium can be tough on your kidneys. See, your kidneys play a vital role in regulating your body's potassium levels. When your kidneys aren't functioning at 100%, excess potassium can build up in your bloodstream, which can lead to some serious complications like irregular heartbeats. Now, I'm not saying you need to ditch bananas entirely. If you've got healthy kidneys, a banana a day is totally fine. But if you're dealing with kidney problems, it's wise to chat with your doctor about how many bananas are safe for you to eat. They might recommend limiting your intake or finding other fruits that are lower in potassium. Remember, it's all about finding that balance between enjoying delicious food and keeping those kidneys healthy. Next up, we've got a double whammy: oranges and orange juice. I know, they're practically synonymous with vitamin C, and we all need our daily dose of that immune-boosting goodness. But there's a catch. Especially for those of us concerned about kidney health, oranges and their tangy juice are pretty acidic. Now, a little bit of acidity in your diet is no big deal, but if you're constantly downing acidic foods and drinks, it can put extra stress on your kidneys. Over time, this can increase your risk of kidney stones, which are definitely not something you want to experience. So what's the solution? Well, moderation is key, as always. Enjoy your oranges and orange juice in moderation, and make sure you're balancing them out with plenty of water throughout the day. Hydration is key for flushing out those kidneys and preventing those pesky stones. Avocados, the darlings of the health food world. They're creamy, delicious, and packed with healthy fats. But there's a side to avocados that we need to address, especially for those of us watching our kidney health: phosphorus. Avocados are naturally higher in phosphorus than many other fruits. Now, phosphorus is an essential mineral, don't get me wrong, but when your kidneys aren't functioning optimally, they can struggle to remove excess phosphorus from your blood. And what happens when phosphorus levels get too high? Well, it can actually weaken your bones, increase your risk of heart disease, and even further damage your kidneys. It's a domino effect that we definitely want to avoid. So, if you're a die-hard avocado fan and you've got kidney concerns, talk to your doctor. They can help you determine how much avocado is safe for you to enjoy based on your individual kidney function. Chapter 4. Tomatoes, the sneaky source of potassium. Tomatoes, they're juicy, versatile, and oh so delicious. But here's a plot twist. Those vibrant red fruits can actually be a hidden source of potassium, which, as we've discussed, can be a concern for people with kidney issues. Now, I'm not saying you need to banish tomatoes from your diet entirely. They're packed with lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that's been linked to a reduced risk of certain cancers. But if you're watching your potassium intake due to kidney concerns, it's wise to be mindful of your tomato consumption. That means enjoying them in moderation and being particularly cautious with tomato-based products like sauces and juices, which can be concentrated sources of potassium. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to managing your health. So stay informed, read those nutrition labels, and enjoy your tomatoes responsibly. Chapter 5. Kiwi, the oxalate offender. Kiwi, that fuzzy little fruit with the bright green flesh, is a powerhouse of vitamin C. But here's something you might not know. Kiwi also contains oxalates, and for those of you with kidney issues, oxalates can be a bit of a troublemaker. You see, oxalates are naturally occurring compounds found in many plant-based foods. And while they're usually harmless, they can bind with calcium in your urine and form kidney stones. Ouch! Now, if you have healthy kidneys, your body is pretty good at flushing out those oxalates. But if your kidneys aren't functioning at their best, those oxalates can build up and increase your risk of kidney stones. So, if you're a kiwi enthusiast and you're concerned about your kidneys, it's a good idea to chat with your doctor. They can help you determine if you need to limit your kiwi intake, or if there are other fruits that might be a better choice for you. Chapter 6. Dried apricots, the potassium bomb. Dried apricots, they're chewy, sweet, and seem like a healthy snack, right? Well, there's a catch, especially for those of us watching our potassium levels. Dried apricots are like little potassium bombs. Now, potassium is essential for muscle function and maintaining fluid balance, but too much potassium can be hard on your kidneys, especially if they're not working as well as they should. When you eat dried apricots, you're essentially getting a concentrated dose of potassium. Think of it this way, you'd have to eat a lot more fresh apricots to get the same amount of potassium as a small handful of dried ones. So, if you're a fan of dried apricots and you're watching your kidney health, enjoy them in moderation. A few here and there are fine, but don't make them a daily habit. Chapter 7. Cantaloupe and honeydew melons, the potassium and sugar surge. Ah, melons, those juicy symbols of summer. Cantaloupe and honeydew are particularly refreshing, but they also come with a couple of caveats for those of us with kidney concerns. First up, potassium. Like many fruits on our list, cantaloupe and honeydew contain potassium. And as we've discussed, too much potassium can be tough on your kidneys, especially if they're already working overtime. Second, sugar content. Melons in general are naturally sweeter than some other fruits. While this natural sugar isn't necessarily bad, if you're managing kidney issues, especially if you also have diabetes, it's something to be mindful of. So what's the bottom line? Enjoy your cantaloupe and honeydew in moderation, being mindful of your overall potassium and sugar intake. Chapter 8. Pomegranate. The antioxidant dilemma. Pomegranates, those ruby-red jewels of the fruit world, are often hailed for their antioxidant prowess. But there's a side to pomegranates that we need to address, especially for those of us navigating the world of kidney health. Pomegranates, while packed with antioxidants, are also relatively high in potassium. And as we've discussed throughout this video, potassium can be a tricky mineral for people with kidney issues. Now, I'm not saying you need to swear off pomegranates entirely. They're a good source of fiber and vitamin C, but if you're watching your potassium intake, it's wise to enjoy pomegranates in moderation. Remember, it's all about finding that balance between enjoying delicious, nutritious foods and supporting your kidney health. Chapter 9. Raisins and grapes, the concentrated sugar concern. Raisins and grapes, they're sweet, portable, and often touted as healthy snacks. But there's a hidden factor to be aware of, especially for those of us managing kidney health sugar content. Now, grapes and raisins contain natural sugars, which aren't inherently bad. But when it comes to kidney health, especially if you're also managing diabetes, it's important to be mindful of your overall sugar intake. Raisins, in particular, are essentially dried grapes, which means their sugar content is much more concentrated. A small box of raisins can pack a surprising amount of sugar. So, if you're a fan of grapes and raisins and you're watching your kidney health, enjoy them in moderation. Opt for fresh grapes over raisins when possible, and be mindful of your portion sizes. Chapter 10. Starfruit, the hidden danger. Last but certainly not least, we have starfruit, also known as carambola. This unique fruit with its star-shaped slices might seem harmless, but it can actually be quite dangerous for people with kidney problems. Starfruit contains a neurotoxin that healthy kidneys can usually filter out without any issues. However, if your kidneys aren't functioning properly, this toxin can build up in your bloodstream and lead to serious complications. These complications can range from hiccups and vomiting to more serious neurological problems like seizures and even coma. In some cases, starfruit consumption can even be fatal for people with severe kidney disease. So, if you have any degree of kidney impairment, it's crucial to avoid starfruit altogether. It's simply not worth the risk. So there you have it, guys, 10 fruits that can impact your kidney health. Remember, this video isn't about demonizing these fruits. It's about empowering you with the knowledge to make informed choices for your health. Now, if you're looking for more health and wellness tips, I've got a whole bunch of other videos on my channel that you might find helpful. If you're interested in shedding a few pounds, check out my video on lose weight with these 10 foods. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, try my video on 16 quick but strange weight loss tips you may use. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Share it with your friends and family, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future health updates. And be sure to let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or if there are any other health topics you'd like me to cover. Stay healthy, everyone.